Hi guys, so today we are going to be solving equations with grouping symbols. Okay, so the steps to solving any type of equation is to ski. So first you're going to simplify by distributing and combining like terms. Then you are going to kill the smaller x if there are x's on both sides. And lastly, you are going to isolate x like what we've been doing before by undoing what happened to x in reverse order. Okay. So here we have a problem, 9 equals 3 times the quantity of 5x minus 2. So first step in solving our equation is to simplify. We are going to distribute and combine like terms. So here we are going to distribute this 3, which is multiplying to 5x minus 2. This gives us 15x minus 6 equals 9. So then we're done distributing. There are no like terms. So next, since there's kill the smaller x if there are x's on both sides. However, we only have x on the right side, so we're going to move on to the last step, which is to isolate x by undoing what happened to x in reverse order. So as we can see, what is happening to x is it is being multiplied by 15 and 6 is being subtracted. So we're going to get rid of the minus 6 first by adding 6. 9 plus 6 equals 15, equals 15x, and negative 6 plus 6 is 0, so plus 0, but that does not do anything, so we don't include it. Okay. Then, since this is 15 times x, I'm going to get rid of it by dividing by 15. 15 divided by 15 is 1, so 15 divided by 15 here leaves me with 1x, also known as just x. So x equals 1. Another way we can actually do this problem, I'm going to do it in a different color here. Is that since this is 3 times all of this, what I can actually do is I can divide by 3. I would only do it this way if it nicely cancels out here. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. And so because this division didn't cause me a fraction, this is another possible way to do it. You will still get the same answer. Then I'm going to get rid of the minus 2 by adding 2. And then get rid of the times 5 by dividing by 5. And as you can see, you will still get the same answer. This is just a different way to solve that problem without distributing, okay? Again, I would only do this if dividing this number out still leaves me with a nice and easy number, okay? So this is the next one here. 6 times the quantity of x minus 4 minus 2x equals 24. So first is to simplify. I'm going to distribute and combine like terms, okay? So here I'm going to distribute the 6 to everything in the parentheses. This gives me 6x minus 24. I am multiplying here. 6 times x is 6x. 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. Everything that I do not touch, I'm going to bring it straight down. Okay? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to combine like terms. So that's still part of simplifying. Okay? So on this side, 6x and this negative 2x are considered like terms. So 6x minus 2x leaves me with 4x here. Then, after that, there is no more distributing or combining like term. Because x is only on one side, I can skip step 2 and I move on to step 3 by isolating x and undoing what happened. So since this is a minus 24, I'm going to add 24 to both sides. Okay. So minus 24 plus 24 is 0, so plus 0, but that does not change anything, so I don't need to include it. Then 24 plus 24 is 48. Then I get rid of the multiply by 4 by dividing by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1, so this is 1x, or 1 times x, which is just x, and 48 divided by 4 is 12. Here is another question. This is 6x minus the quantity of 3x minus 8 equals 16. So following my steps again, I'm going to simplify by distributing and combining like terms. So here, this negative, there's an invisible 1 here. It's a negative 1 times 3x minus 8. So I'm going to start by distributing this negative 1 by multiplying it. Okay? So negative 1 times 3x is a negative 3x. Negative 1 times negative 8 is a positive 8. So make sure that changes the sign. Everything that I didn't touch, I'm going to bring it back down. Okay? The next part of simplify, other than distributing, is to combine like terms. So here my like terms is 6x and negative 3x. 6x minus 3x is 3x. Right? Everything I didn't touch, I'm going to bring down. Okay? And so I'm done simplifying. I'm done distributing and combining like terms. The next step would be to kill off x's if they are on both sides. However, since x is only on one side, I'm going to move to the last step, which is to isolate x. Okay? Because there's a plus 8 here, the opposite would be to minus 8. This would leave me with 3x plus 0, which is just 3x. And then 16 minus 8 is 8. Because this is 3 times x, I'm going to get rid of the times 3 by dividing by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, so this is 1x. And then 8 divided by 3, also known as 2 2/3. Okay? I'm going to have you do the last one on your own. Okay, so this is what you should have gotten. You should have started by distributing the negative 3. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12. Negative 3 times negative 1y would be a positive 3y. So I hope you remember to change that sign. Okay, everything you didn't touch, you bring down. Next, part of simplifying is you combine like terms. So here the 5y and the 3y end up being 8y. Everything you didn't touch, you bring down. After that, if you had variables on both sides, you would move them all to one side. But since they are only here on the right side, we are going to move to our last step by isolating our variable by undoing things. So this minus 12, I'm going to add 12 to both sides. That leaves me with 8y plus 0. There's no need to write that. Then to get rid of the times 8, I'm going to divide by 8 on both sides. And when I do that, I get y equals 4. Whenever you're solving and you want to check your answer, you can take your number and plug it back in to see if it's true. And so here in the orange, I checked my answer by plugging in 4 for y. Okay. Then following order of operations, I solved it, and because 20 equals 20, I know I did it correctly. That's it for today. Have a great rest of the day. Bye, guys.